Hello, Commanders fans! Today we have some hot news that you can't miss, so get ready because there's a lot of important information coming. Before we start, we'd like to take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the news about our Washington Commanders. Don't forget to leave a like, which really strengthens our community and helps bring this content to the most passionate fans of the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. Comandantes projetam corte de 1,9,1 milhões de dólares em veteranos. WR.O Washington Commanders não hesitou em fazer mudanças nesta off-season. Após uma temporada de estreia em que o quarterback Jayden Daniels levou o Washington ao título da NFC, franquia, declarada sede por mais. Os Commanders fizeram duas grandes trocas e atenderam a diversas necessidades por meio da agência livre e do draft da NFL. Não se engane, o gerente-geral, Adam Peters, e o técnico Dan Quinn têm um candidato ao Super Bowl em suas mãos, se tudo correr conforme o planejado. Com a vitória, vêm decisões difíceis, e os comandantes terão muito a fazer antes do training camp e das reduções no elenco. Considerando as mudanças no wide receiver, um veterano pode acabar ficando de fora quando tudo estiver decidido no final de agosto. No início de maio, Christopher Knox, do Bleacher Report, acordou jogadores em toda a liga que puderam ser cortados, antes do início da temporada. Knox escolheu o wide receiver, KJ Osborne, em seu sexto ano, como candidato à corte por Washington, principalmente devido às novas contratações da franquia para a posição. O wide receiver, KJ Osborne, teve 3 temporadas muito fortes, 1.845 metros recebidos no total, com o Minnesota Vikings, antes de se juntar aos Patriots na última off-season, escreveu Knox. No entanto, ele não conseguiu se destacar na Nova Inglaterra e foi dispensado pelos Patriots, e depois contratado pelos Washington Commanders. Osborne renovou com Washington nesta off-season, mas não é garantido que ele esteja entre os 53 finalistas, acrescentou Knox. Os Commanders negociaram com Deebo Samuel, selecionaram Jalen Lane e conseguiram economizar R$740 mil, dispensando Osborne antes da semana 1. Os Commanders contrataram Osborne em dezembro, um dia após ele ter sido dispensado pelo New England Patriots. Ele só apareceu em um jogo em Washington e não entrou em campo na pós-temporada. A franquia trouxe de volta com um contrato de 1 ano por os $1.195 milhões em março. Commanders face potential resistance from $68 million franchise star. The Washington Commanders have done a lot this offseason to improve and continue their Super Bowl run in 2025. OTAs are set to begin here in about a week, and then it will be the start of training camp before the regular season kicks off against the New York Giants on Sept 7. Before we get to that point, players have been gathering for preseason workouts, trying to hone their skills and get into rhythm with each other, without pads. For Washington, however, there was one notable absence on the field. All-Pro wide receiver Terry McLaurin was not at practice on Wednesday, which is odd considering he had already been a full participant in the game. Commanders All-Pro WR Terry McLaurin did not practice today as preseason workouts continue. He had previously been a full participant and is entering the final year of his contract. The third phase of off-season training, OTAs, is coming up, and McLaurin's absence could be a bit of a concern. There have been no reports of McLaurin showing any signs of injury, so his absence from training likely has something to do with extension negotiations with the organization, as he will be playing out the final year of his 3-year contract, which he signed in 2022. The contract McLaurin currently has is his second since his rookie deal, and he will look to cash in here with his third contract, after remaining loyal to the franchise during the tough times but still playing at a high level. McLaurin earned nearly $23 million per year on this contract, totaling $68.3 million after the 2025 season. According to Spotrac, His value has skyrocketed to $31.1 million, due not only to his performance, but also to the wide receiver market. The All-Pro has been a key player the Commanders have counted on since he was drafted out of Ohio State in the 2019, putting up consistent numbers no matter who threw him the ball. In 2024, he produced perhaps his best season as a pro, catching 82 passes for 1,096 yards and a career-high 13 touchdowns. The Commanders value Scary Terry and would be wise to retain his services to help maximize the offense with Jayden Daniels at quarterback. Washington has the money to make things work with him, but it will likely depend on certain stipulations in contract negotiations that will be the stumbling block. Commanders QB expected to get $310 million contract extension. When it comes to contracts and the insane amounts of money the NFL is currently spending, it's never too early to start projecting what tax brackets the best players on the best teams will end up in. Bleacher Report's Brad Gagnon released a list of potential contract extensions for the NFL's top young quarterbacks, which included a 5-year, $310 million extension for Washington Commanders Pro Bowler Jayden Daniels in the spring of 2027. Gagnon's projection, which includes $250 million in guaranteed money, would represent either a major downturn in the NFL quarterback market or a massive drop in Daniels' performance over the next 2 seasons. Consider this. The NFL quarterback contract cap increased by approximately $10 million from April 2023 to September 2024. That's the period between when Philadelphia Eagles quarterback and reigning Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts signed his record-breaking contract extension worth approximately $51 million per season, and when Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott signed a 4-year, $240 million contract extension that pays him $60 million per season. Texas Stroud is next in line for a massive contract. While Prescott's contract won't be eclipsed in 2025, it could at least be matched in 2026, depending on how Houston Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud performs this season. If Stroud were to theoretically lead the Texans to the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl, it's a safe bet his extension would be worth around $65 million per year. It's possible that Daniels could have a bad year in year 2 like Stroud, but even if that happens, he would have room to bounce back and earn a mega contract after year 3. Just like Brock Purdy, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert and Jalen Hurts did, and Stroud likely will, Gagnon wrote on May 21st. It's very difficult to predict the value of an extension 2 years from now, but Daniels, 24, is on a very similar path to Stroud, but with arguably more support. Daniels could send NFL salaries skyrocketing. It's no exaggeration to say that Daniels could become the first NFL player to earn $75 million per year, with that money coming via a 4-year, $300 million contract extension or a 5-year, $375 million contract extension. To earn that amount, Daniels will have to continue his current trajectory in the NFL. If he exceeds expectations and wins the Super Bowl, the amount could be even higher.